Tweety a day for the 2019-20 season for the University of Rio Grande men's basketball program. I'm Randy Payton, the sports information director, and we're joined by Kyle Lamotte, junior guard out of Mason, Ohio. 1 year in, I guess obviously familiar with the program now. You were forced to sit out a little bit last year before you finally got on the floor, but once you did, I thought you had a pretty good season.
Yes, sir. It was definitely hard having to sit out for that first half of the season, but I just had to push myself to stay locked in and push my teammates to make sure they're getting better every day.
You guys, some close losses last year. I don't think the final record really showed how good this team was. And given the fact that you've got so many guys who were on the roster last year who are back, you have to be excited about what might come this year.
No, yeah, definitely. I'm definitely excited for this year. With the returners we got, we started to put our defense together towards the end of last year is when it really started to come together and we were playing well. So I'm excited to build off of that and see what we can do this year.
You as an individual, now that you know your role, what your role is on that team, does that make it a little easier heading into this year?
I think it does make it easier from a mental standpoint because I'm not having to think about what to do. I'm just like playing and reacting, but I still need to make sure that I'm mentally sharp with these new guys and make sure that they're locked in and getting everything, all the new stuff coaches putting out there.
Speaking of the new guys, we mentioned only your second year in the program, but as a junior, I guess to some degree you probably have a little bit of a leadership role too on this team, don't you?
Yes, sir. Yeah, definitely. My job is to just, like I said before, make sure these guys are paying attention whenever coach is talking and just make sure they're in a stance talking because that's the thing with these new guys is a lot of them are out of high school and they're not used to having to always be in a stance and having to talk and all the little things that get you beat. I'm just trying to make sure it really drills and hits home.
Before we let you go, and it can be an old guy or a new guy, who's the guy who has impressed you most thus far in the first 2 or 3 weeks of practice?
Thus far, I would say Dwayne. He's kind of like Earl with that he dunks everything, but what he has that Earl didn't have is he's able to jump off 1 foot instead of only 2, which I think is impressive for a big guy. So, yeah, his athleticism is scary.
Well, we look forward. Hopefully, we look forward to that athleticism. Look forward to the year that you have too. Good luck this season.
Thank you.
That's Kyle Lamotte, and it's Tweety a day for the University of Rio Grande men's basketball.